inventory. So like I said, we're gonna go in there. Use the model number. It actually has a very good sell-through rate. We're gonna call it a day. All right, guys, welcome to FSA. What we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be getting an inside look of what I do in my eBay business every day. What we're gonna be doing specifically is sourcing inventory and finding items that I can sell on eBay from Goodwill, from thrift stores, different, secondhand stores that sell often on eBay. And I'll show you guys exactly how I do that and how I go about sourcing the correct inventory and not just filling my store basically up with crap. So we're gonna go inside the Goodwill right now. All right, guys, so what I like to do is I like to look for a lot of different electronics because electronics have a really good high profit margin and a lot of the time they sell really well on eBay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look on the shelf that obviously has all the electronics. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you specifically how I go through each product that I find and how I look up to see if it's selling on eBay. So 57 sold. Yeah, no, it's trash, never mind. So guys, I'm not finding a whole lot right now, but all I'm doing is basically looking up the comps, which are basically just completed sales of items on on eBay, sorry, that sell. So basically, like I said, I'm just going through every single item that I see here that I think is worth value, just based off my common knowledge, and looking them up on the eBay app. And I'll show you specifically when I find an item, how I go about that. All right, guys, didn't find crap in this section. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to the kitchen area because there's a lot of really good products there. And we're gonna see what we can find. So again, guys, I'm just going through the motion here, trying to find something that we can sell that's gonna be profitable. Again, this takes time and this takes knowledge and just getting used to looking up items. But as you go on, you're not even gonna have to look up items. You're just gonna know what sells and you're just gonna grab it. The more you sell it, the more, you get familiar with this stuff. So just keep at it and grow your knowledge as a reseller. A little crups maker here. Oops. At the end of the video. All right, guys, so great example of an item that we just found that's actually has a very good sell-through rate. It's this Keurig, 12 cup carafe. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is what I did was I looked up in the eBay app, 12 cup Keurig carafe, right? So it pops up and it's gonna give me all the ones that are listed right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit filter, go condition, used, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to sold comps. So we go sold completed comps, right? And it's gonna tell me within the 90-day total or the 90-day spread of how many that have sold. So there's 186 used of that specific item that I just found that have sold within the last 3 months, right? So that's the completed comps, right? But what we do is we see how many are listed as well. So we take that number, 186, and we divide it by how many are listed. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give us a percentage of the sell-through, right? So there's 186, okay, used, right? So we're gonna go used. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna filter off the completed comps. And we're gonna see how many are just listed. So we take 186 and we divide it by 242, just popped up. And we divide it to find the sell-through rate, right? So we're gonna go to my calculator here. We're gonna go 186 divided by 242. And what that's gonna bring us to is a 76% sell-through rate. So 0.76 is just 76%. So we wanna hit anything above 70% because what that's gonna do is it's gonna ensure that our items that we're finding from these Goodwills and stuff are actually selling, and anything above 70% has a good sell-through rate. So those are the things I look for. Your business model may be different, but that's what I look for, and that's what helps fuel my business and allows my inventory to sell very quickly. So keep in mind, guys, that although I'm not finding a lot at this store, the whole point about this business model is to visit as many thrift stores as you can to optimize as many items that you can find and to be able to just get them up on your store. You don't want to just visit one thrift store and think, oh, there's not going to be any anywhere else. You always want to visit as many as you can because it's going to obviously just lead to more products that you can list on your store. So we're now going to take this to the checkout. We're going to take this item and then later today we're going to list it. All right, guys, we're at our second thrift store today. This one's called Savers. What's nice about today though, Monday specifically, it's half off on every single item. So if what I really do is I optimize these days to source really good inventory, get it for a super discounted price, so I can obviously flip it for more and just make more money on my, you know, buck that I paid for in regards to the inventory. So like I said, we're gonna go in there. It's a little busy, a little packed than the other store, but I have really good hopes about this one because I find really good stuff at this specific one. So let's go in. All right, guys, so to give you an idea of what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to avoid all these old people, but I'm also trying to find good inventory to sell here. So we're gonna go to the kitchen area, and to give you guys an idea, I pretty much follow the same, you know, routine that I take in every store. So we followed the kitchen electronic stuff. So that's the same thing I'm gonna do in this store, but we're gonna start off with the kitchen stuff first. What's different about this thrift store is that this thrift store has a lot more expensive items, but you can get and sell them on eBay for a lot more because they're better quality than the ones that you may find at Goodwill. I'm not saying that Goodwill isn't good, but you know, this store in particular, I've noticed Savers, you guys probably have one around you, they just have better quality inventory. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing the same thing that I did in that Goodwill. All I'm doing is looking up items, seeing if they sell. We're going to condition, there's used, there's 14 here. We're gonna go to the sold comps and we're gonna see how many have sold. This one doesn't look too bad. So it's not great. There's only been 5 that have sold from my understanding, and it's not even the same one that's popping up here. Sometimes different versions of the item will pop up, so you don't want to sell that, obviously. So we're gonna keep moving on. Here we go. So we're gonna look up this. So another thing that I want you guys to always pay attention to is the model number. Every item is different, right, from different brands and whatnot. So you want to look up the item number or the model number that is on the bottom of the item to really get a gauge of how well this item is selling compared to the others. Because there's multiple different you know, items in each brand. So you just want to pay attention to that and make sure that you're putting the correct model number in there, because it'll give you a more of an accurate idea of what sells and if it's selling actually well. All right, guys, so we found a decent item that I'm gonna pick up today. So like I said, everything's half off. This says it's $16.99, but it's actually gonna be about like $8, $9, give or take, because it's half off. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go condition. This is called the Griddler Gourmet by Cuisinart. We're gonna go obviously condition, same thing that we do in that Goodwill, we're doing here. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna see that there's 27 that have sold in the last 3 months. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but when we look up how many are actually listed, we see that if there's 27 sold, right, and we go here and we go used, and there's only 25 that are listed, that means this has over 100% sell-through rate, because more have sold in the last 3 months than are actually listed. So that means that there's a low quantity or a low supply on eBay, but 27 have sold, so that means there's a higher probability of it selling than just being listed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 27 and we're gonna divide that by 25. So we're gonna do 27 divided by 25 here, and that's gonna bring us to 100% sell-through rate. So it's actually 108% sell-through rate, which is awesome. So that's something that we wanna really be utilizing, is the little comps here that we have in eBay to show us what actually sells. So we're gonna pick this up right now. Throw it on in there and on to the next one. Nope. Oops. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna pick this up for show. So I know these sell just from common knowledge, and the fact that, so again, this is a great example of something that I'm not even gonna look up. I know this sells. It's listed at $7.99. It's probably gonna be about $3.50, and I know I can sell these for at least $20 plus shipping. So I'm gonna 10 times my money just on this little purchase alone. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be buying it if it wasn't half off today, but since it's half off and I know these sell, I've sold multiple of these in the past, we're just gonna pick it up. So again, guys, once you get familiar with you know, items that you're buying, you're just gonna have a more common knowledge of what sells and what doesn't, and you can just kind of pick it up without even having to look it up. Dude, what is this crap? What is this? Would you guys buy this? Comment down below. All right, guys, so what we're in right now is the electronics here. We found obviously some good stuff in the kitchen area, as you can tell, but what we're doing right now is we're just looking and seeing if any of these electronics have value that we can flip on eBay here. So let's get to it. let's look up some of these printers here. So I've had good luck with printers right now, and there's always a lot of printers that you can look up and see if they sell. So we got, again, I'm just looking up the item number here. This one is called HP NV Photo 6255 printer. I'm gonna go to the comps. Used, there's 22 up there right now. So obviously there's not a lot that are listed, which that isn't always a bad sign. That's actually a pretty good sign. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be a good one, guys. So we got 22 listed, and we've got 20 sold. So this would actually be a fantastic flip, considering that it's $7.99. It's probably gonna be about $3.50. And then what we're gonna do, these things are selling for like $85, $90 plus. I'll show you on the screen here. These things are selling for $85, $90, $49, $26, $49, $17 plus shipping. So realistically, these are all like $50, $60. You can sell this for $56 plus. This guy sold it for, basically he made $110 profit. I don't know how much he got it for, but same thing, he sold 3 of those in a row. These are all sold in June and July here. So they're selling pretty well. As you can tell, 90 bucks, 35 plus that, 50 bucks, 75, 74 plus $25 shipping. That's like 100 bucks. So I'm getting this for 3. If we go here, again, we're doing the same thing. Used, there's 20 listed that are used. And then if we go to how many are listed, when we go through here, we go condition, it's gonna tell me that there are 19 used right now that are listed, right? So if we just divide 20 divided by 19, that's gonna give us 105% sell-through rate. So this is a great item. Low quantity that are listed. I get it for $3. Definitely worth my investment here. I can make over $100 on a $3 purchase. Again, guys, broaden your knowledge. Make sure that you're looking up everything, because it's just gonna help you as a reseller. It's gonna make sure that you're broadening your understanding of products. Nope. So now I know that item sucks, so we're not gonna list that. And then you avoid it. All right, guys, so I found an item. Again, it's an item that I'm not even gonna look up. I know this already sells well, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna pick it up. It's a Rival crock pot. I can sell these as pieces, or I can just sell the full thing. Sometimes I sell the full thing. Majority of the time, it's $4.99. I can flip this for like 25, even 30 plus shipping. So I can definitely get a really good return on my investment. And these sell pretty quick once you list them. So we're gonna pick this up. All right, guys, just found this last item here. We're gonna head out after this, but it's the Krups subcompact. What we did was we looked up, looked up how many we're selling. That one looks new or open box. That's what you can consider it. There's 19 listed that are new, right? And then what we can do here is we can just go to sold. We can see how many are actually sold that are new. And from what I'm seeing here, it says that 34 have sold that are new, which is fantastic. So all we would do is we do 34 divided by 19. Well, that's gonna bring us to 178% sell-through rate. So that means that thing is selling, or it has a sell-through rate of 178%, and we want to be over 70, so that's obviously super good. So we're going to check out these 2 items I picked up, head out, and we're going to call it a day.